Hello. I'd like to welcome you to a game between the 1967 Denver Broncos and the 1967 Oakland Raiders. Last week I made a video that had to do with play calling and coaching. Kind of want to piggyback on this. I have a first down and 10 from the 41. Oakland has the ball. Before I get started with it, I hope that you all don't mind me making these videos. I enjoy doing it, but I think it's really good because it jumpstarts some great conversations. And the more we talk about it as an active football community, and I'm very happy to be part of this community, I think it's better for the game because we all learn a lot of different things. Okay, it's a good talking point. But getting back to this play, Oakland is plus 15 in the pass, plus 17 in the run. So for this offensive series, they're an A asterisk for both the pass and the run. Now, what's that mean? It means that they're always going to run from A index, and no matter who the intended receiver is, I'm going to be reading from the A boards. It doesn't matter if it's a C-rated receiver, I'm going to read it from the A index. Okay? So, let's go ahead and do this play. Long pass with the Mad Bomber. I mean, it's only appropriate. I usually don't do too many of them, long passes that is, but it's appropriate with this situation. 51. All right, let's see the defensive lineman. They're in G, i.e. blown coverage, so it's going to be AG. Let's see who the intended receiver is going to be. 64, that's Roger Hagberg. Roger Hagberg is an S-rated receiver. I use the yards per catch innovation. So to be the intended receiver on a long pass, the receiver as a minimum has to be an E or M receiver. So I've got to roll again. I kind of chuckle. A friend of mine on the message boards, I hope he doesn't mind me calling him friend Todd. My man hates additional dice rolls, so I hope his head doesn't explode with this, okay? But I'm going to roll again. $25. Freddie Biletnikoff. Nice. LaMonica to Biletnikoff. Now let's see the play. 12 on LaMonica's card is 35. Oh, man. Let me share something with you. Dear friend of mine, Mark Dergarabedian from Seattle, diehard Seahawks fan. My man is an Excel expert, and he was kind enough to send me his latest creation. Mark has keyed the entire, well, almost the entire master booklet, and he organized it in accordance with field position, just like the latest release of the basic game. And it's great. Like, I'm in the first quarter, so I'm going to read it from the long pass here, first quarter, from the 49 to the 15-yard line. Great job. But the play was a dice roll 12, 35 AG is incomplete TH. Okay, so there's a penalty. Now, of course, again, I do something a little differently. I use Mark Zarf's penalty rating. Mark created a system to where he rated the propensity of each team against every team in the league. So for this game, Denver, if they're rated 11 through 34, meaning if I roll a dice and it's a dice roll 11 through 34, the penalty's on them. If I roll 35 through 66, the penalty's on Oakland. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice. 34 penalties on Denver, so it's on the defense side. So I'm going to refer to Mark's penalty chart. I'm going to read the DH line. Dice roll 22. 22 is a 20. That's pass interference. Now, before I put this away, now when you're playing with the app rules, you'd roll again, you'd sum up the 2 dice and times it by 3. I don't do that. I use Mark has this pass interference yardage table, and I'm going to go ahead and refer to that table. 44, 44, 41. Oh! 41 means that this play took place in the end zone. All right. Let's go to the footnotes. If the penalty occurred in the defense's end zone, spot the ball at the 1-yard line. It's a first down. I'll read something else. The defensive pass interference penalty negates any completion of the results boards. I cannot tell you for how many years I did this thing incorrectly. I mean, in the past, I would always decline it and take the touchdown. But I really learned about this through a gentleman, Roth, on the message boards, and we basically lambasted the poor guy, and he was right, and I since apologized to the guy. But it's going to be first down and goal at the 1. I'll go ahead and mark the half play and 41 in the penalty for the Broncos, or the 40-yard penalty, I should say. But it's important that you adhere to this because, you know, after they give something, they got to get it back. You know, if you got an intentional grounding penalty and it turns out to be a complete pass, you negate the penalty. So Apple's losing penalty yardage is there. So they've got to get it back another way, and this is the way that they do it. So that's kind of interesting. That's how I'm going to play it up. But hey, listen, we got to see something else. Again, I hope you don't mind me doing it, and see you shortly.